perception about medical school has changed a lot. Initially, I was thinking doctors and medical students were students. At the time, and after spending almost 2 years in the medical school, I think anyone at all can become a medical doctor or medical student, provided they are willing to put in the efforts. It's nothing too demanding. You just have to be consistent with the hours of studies and balancing it with the social life. So yes, my perception has really changed a lot.
Basically about my mental health and self-care physically. For the self-care physically, I make sure that I'm always on point in terms of my outfit and appearance, and like in terms of my hygiene too. I do my laundry and everything, like during the weekends. Then mentally, I don't really bother myself with a lot of issues, even though it might be bothered to a lot of people. So if I have an issue, I talk about them immediately as soon as possible, and with the people that are involved. And also, another thing is, sometimes you just need to vent to people that are close and about anything at all, just to get the thing off your chest and flow. Because the school is too stressful time for you to keep hot issues on the chest. It burns out anything.
So my social life has changed. You know, being in a medical school, you don't have time to stay with friends. And the things I used to do, let's say if I'll go to the beach most of the time. Right now I have to cut down on going to the beach. Sometimes my friends even complain that I've been calling you, you're not picking. You see, going to school in the morning and coming back at 5:30, so tired, you need to sleep, so you can't really socialize, you don't have time to hang around with friends. And during the weekend, so that's the time that, okay, I want to rest or I want to prepare for church, so there's no time for other stuff. Yeah, unlike when we were doing the first degree, that wasn't medicine. Unlike when I was doing my first degree, that wasn't medicine, that I can easily go out and have fun and come back now. I don't really have fun again. Life is really a little boring. I try to manage it, but it's still kind of boring.
So for specialty, I wanted to do pedics, but yes, I got interested in trauma, so I would like to do trauma now.
So I think impact is a big question, but as a Christian and as a medical student combined, I think the most important thing is revoke the prejudices people have about medical professionals. And so I want to be the kind of doctor that people will see and just be comfortable. People will know that regardless of the kind of medical situation they have, they are at ease, they are calm, and then they've met the person who gives them the comfortability to express themselves, be it mental conditions, medical conditions, surgical, whatever they encounter. So the impact is probably not an impact to the medical field, but an impact in the life of the patient. So you meet a Tansari and you know you met Dr. Asari, and the name will travel.
I handle. And I also study so that when I go through the specialty, there will be no stumbling block or no inability to further that specialty. And also to make my family proud.
First of all, I haven't doubted coming to medical school or wanting to come to medical school. Reason being that I've always dreamed of becoming a medical doctor, mostly to be able to affect lives, change lives, be a part of a remedy to people's ailments. Again, I feel to a great degree I was born to be in this space, and finding myself here I consider a very, very great privilege. And so I'm doing with the best of God's ability in me, and to execute it the best way that I can. So yeah, thank you.
I think there are certain skills that you need to excel in medical school. First of all, you need discipline. So when you are disciplined, you are able to excel in whatever you are doing. Then also there's respect. As the saying goes, respect is reciprocal. So when you respect one another, everything will be fine. Then also you also want integrity. Integrity is another useful skill that is helping in medical school. One very useful skill is teamwork. We've been in the medical school, we have to work as a team for us to ascertain our goal as medical students. Thank you.
Classic example would be this recent examination. I think it really helped me a lot because I hadn't gone through the past questions. So going through the past questions with my teammates, that's my group study members, really helped me a lot during the exams because we had a lot of the questions coming from the past questions. So that's how I think teamwork helps me my general life. Thank you.
Personally, I think medical school is not overrated. It's really difficult. You see, you wouldn't get it if you are not in there. Once you get in there, you realize that it's really difficult. I thought it was overrated. I once also thought it was overrated until I got in there and I realized, oh my god, I don't even wish it for my enemy. Thank you.
So I think it's not easy, but it will become easy if you plan well. If you are able to schedule your day in such a way that your activities do not interfere with your studies, it is easy. But if you don't plan, then you tend to mix them up. Then it's never going to be easy. So I think juggling between medical studies or studying and other activities is possible with proper planning. That's what I have to say.
For how I deal with the stresses that I encounter and then the challenges that comes out of the blue. I've actually psyched myself for the medical school, and so I know that a good rest is actually good for me and for my mental health. So the first thing I usually do is making sure that I have good enough rest for the day. The other thing is I try to engage myself in church activities like Bible studies, prayer meetings to help take my mind off certain things. Again, I try to pray about issues that I have no control over. and leave it in the hands of God. These are some of the things that helped me a lot. And the most important thing again for me is trying to speak to my spiritual father if things are overwhelming for me. And we can only see far because we stand on the shoulders of those who have gone ahead of us. And so sometimes his illumination and insight into some of these things helps me a lot. And these are some of the coping mechanisms I use in these challenging times in the medical school. Thank you.
So, looking back, I think I would advise myself that as you are coming to medical school, you have to put in your all. I think for my first 2 modules, I just had the mindset of just passing, or just making the mark. But later on, I found out that in medical school, you need to put your all into it. If there's a module, you put everything into it, and you try to understand every topic, everything that is being taught in class, because unlike undergrad or in other courses, some of the things you may not see anymore, but in medicine it's a build-up. So if you do not really take everything that is being taught seriously, or you don't take the time to read everything well, there's a high chance that as you move to the next module, you are going to realize that you have some deficits, that you do not really grasp some concepts, you do not really get, because you didn't really take time, because you just felt like I have to just make the 50+1. So as you are coming, as you know at the end that people's lives are dependent on you, you have to go out and not just write exam with the motive of passing, but with the motive of getting enough knowledge to move from one module to the next, so that at the end you'll be able to save lives, as we all want to do.
Though medicine is not for, it's for people who need, who must have had a basic requirement. You should be intelligent to know some of the basics. It's not an exceptional thing for people who must be genius. If you are determined to do medicine, and you have the spirit of human care and learning, you can do it. You can do medicine. It's not reserved for the genius.
For me, I'll say it's passion. It's not money, it's not prestige, because I was doing something else before, but like that childhood dream and that childhood drive to do something has always been to do medicine for me, though it was not a straight path. I had to go through other things, doing other things to get the chance to be here. And yes, so it's been passion, and I had to work so hard to go through other things to get here. I love to take care of kids and pediatrics, to see kids coming in sick, and then you do your interventions and seeing them recover, and then that kind of motivates me. I like to see them in that state. So it's not money or prestige, but passion.
So my initial motivation to be a doctor is basically, I think I have the calling to save lives. So in the line of my studies, challenges come, I just have a constant daily reminder that there are a lot of lives depending on me. So even if I will fail myself, I don't have to fail those lives that I'm supposed to save in the future. So I think that's how I'm able to keep up with your challenges.
The medical students bear it all, and we appreciate your company. If you find this video fascinating as we did, give it a like, a share, and make sure you subscribe to the channel. It helps us a lot. Thank you.